It's Sunday, and it's time for another episode of Jalan Jalan, so we're gonna hop on the motorbike and bring you around to see what's happening in Jimbaran. There's a beach club like this one that's happening right now, and we're probably gonna do some other things, dinner, and maybe even karaoke. Stick around and watch the rest of this episode. That was yummy. My tummy feels happy instead of my brain feels bored waiting for side of the road. Babi guling is Balinese roast pig. Typically, babi guling is eaten during the morning time usually, right? For ceremonies. But that's why the babi guling at that place tastes a little stale. It tastes literally stale. Like the skin isn't so crispy anymore. All right, kids, we're gonna go to Kuta. Kuta is full of degenerates, screw-ups, and misfits. People just like us. So, let's continue. Oh my God, Indian dog! Oh my God, look at that, Indian dog! Holy curry! Now, should we talk about Indians? Oh, that is a funny topic in Bali. So, I live between two worlds. I live in one world where in California, all my neighbors are Indians. They are H-1B Indians, and they are good friends. They're good neighbors. They're very solid people. They're kind, generous, and they're in key leadership positions in Silicon Valley too as well, which is awesome. But Indians here in Bali, now they have a very distinct reputation. So the reputation is, of course, this is never going to get published on Google if I talk about the reputation, because the leaders of Google and other tech companies are from India. So I'll just hold my peace. But I'll just say this, most Balinese people are probably going to prefer serving the Australian over the Indian, I think. Oh geez, don't quote me on that. But let's talk about Indian culture. Indian culture is a very interesting subject. So, Indian culture. One of the things that I reflect upon when I went to, and I've never been to India proper. India proper is a special place for those who have very, very deep tolerances for, very deep tolerance for suffering. Well, that's what it looks like to me. It looks like traveling to India, you have to either be very rich or you have to be prepared to suffer. So, the thing that a lot of people complain about when it comes to dealing with Indian tourists is that Indian tourists are lying, like constantly. They'll lie about, they'll lie about things to get like a free stay. They'll say that there's a dead rat or something, but they'll have planted the rat. Or some other really annoying sort of thing to get some benefit. But I've come to appreciate Indian culture better. I think I might know Indian culture better than Indians now, because Bali has the same culture. It's Hinduism. And I know this because we work a lot with Balinese owners. And so what I've come to learn over time is not about whether or not people are lying or truthful. It's this. Indian culture does not believe in reality. You like that? Indian culture, okay, Indian culture basically denies the authority of reality. They call it, I forgot, samsara, or I need to ChatGPT this, but there's a word to describe that reality is false. And I know this because my dad taught me this, because we used to have long conversations about Buddhism. And so if reality is false, then what really matters is spirituality. And if my spirituality is stronger than yours, my spiritual economic trading power is more than yours, I can convince you that you're wrong, even when the reality shows that you're right. Think about that. So I've come to actually enjoy having battles with some, let's say, more, what would the right word be? What would the right word be? What would the right word be? The right word, a spiritually worthy opponent. Yes, I enjoy having debates and battles with spiritually worthy opponents, and that's how we are able to understand other people's cultures better. All right, meanwhile, camera forward, Warisan and the Benoit Junction. Now, Warisan is a legacy of the past. In fact, the first really awesome and romantic dinner that we had together as a couple was not paid for by me because I was broke. It was actually paid for by one of our friends who was a Texas Hold'em player, right? It was, do you remember, babe? Our Norwegian friends, Philip's friend. Gustavo, and the other guy was, all right, Philip, Penny, we love you. We forgot your cousin's name, but basically, two Norwegian guys who basically became our adoptees while they were in Bali. We brought them around to see everything. They treated us to a very sumptuous and very, very lavish farewell dinner, and it was amazing actually. It was foie gras and very well French cooked filet mignon and lobster ravioli. It was delicious. It was really, really, like I said, it was very sumptuous. And it was actually in a furniture store called Warisan, the one that we just passed. Not that one. Their main store is in Krobokat. But funny to imagine that a furniture shop should also have a world-class restaurant. So the world-class restaurant had a French chef named Dudu, and Dudu, I know that's a really funny name in English for a restaurant owner, but Dudu had a partner, Saeed, and they basically brought the elevated cuisine, haute cuisine, to Bali, and it was miraculous. Warisan had some of the best food ever. They really elevated the playing field. Back when Bali had no really good French restaurants, now there's kind of good French food everywhere. Monsieur Spoon brought the croissant to Bali. C'est incroyable, incroyable. Le croissant découvert tous les endroits. I think I'm saying the croissant can be found every place, or it can be discovered in every place. But those of you who are French can correct me, because I love getting corrected by French people for everything I'm doing wrong in my life. No, I do. Actually, I'll take advice from French people. They have good taste here in Bali. French people, I think, really know what they're doing in terms of two things: food and interior design. The best. And that's because French people care about where they sleep and what they eat. I learned that from a Frenchman who was my general manager for a while. All right, camera forward. We have just passed the airport, and we are rolling through Kuta bypass. Now, the bypass here used to be one of the most exclusive and prized real estate in Bali. It was literally where everybody had to go on their way to their accommodations. And I guess the idea was you could stop your driver and say, "Hello, mister, stop so I can buy a piece of furniture." Or you could say something like, "Excuse me, can you stop so I can buy this really heavy 500 kilogram stone statue and bring it into my garden back in Belgium?" But nowadays, the bypass is empty. It's a graveyard. The only thing that's on the bypass that's somewhat successful is this nightclub. I've been to this nightclub before. I don't enjoy going to Bosch, but I've been there. I don't know. The minute I step into Bosch, I regret it. I go, why did I go into this nightclub? Hey, look, this man's riding a bike. This man is gangster. Let's say hi to him. To the left, high five. Yes, awesome. No, that guy was awesome. Yes, that man's pedaling. That's something to be said. Another thing to be said is Kranjang. Kranjang is a souvenir shop that sells souvenirs to, well, I could talk about that too, but let's talk about Bosche first. Bosche, KDK, do you like this talk about Bosche? No? Okay, well, let's talk about Bosche. Bosche is an Indonesian nightclub where everybody just stands there smoking cigarettes and staring at their phones, which is, of course, the most attractive thing you can do. I mean, clearly, the most attractive thing you can do is just to go to a nightclub, not dance, not socialize, and stare at your phone and smoke cigarettes and look hard, which is what all Asians do in nightclubs, because Asians are not meant to go to nightclubs. I know, I'm Asian, it's really weird. I had to become Latin American in order to really enjoy going to the nightclub. Dancing in front of other people and putting yourself at the risk of utter shame is not what most Asians would consider fun. Now, singing with your friends and looking like an idiot in a small private room is how Asians have fun, which is funny because we're about to do some karaoke. I'm not gonna have a voice after screaming in my microphone while driving. All right, we're gonna pass the gas. Oh no. Now, what are we talking about? Okay, so Bosch, not a very fun place to hang out, especially if you really expect to get good energy in a nightlife experience. Let's go forward again. But what about souvenir shops? Souvenir shops, how good are souvenir shops? Well, I can tell you, this is a very, very famous souvenir shop called Joger. Joger sells funny t-shirts. Joger t-shirts are actually pretty great. They capture the essence, spirit, and comedy of life in Bali with all its nuances and ups and downs and all these things that make you want to laugh and cry. It's very playful. Joger is exactly it. It's a t-shirt souvenir shop. It's a souvenir shop that sells playful t-shirts, which is awesome. Now, what's not awesome is, I think, Krishna. Wait, what? I have no problem with Krishna. I used to buy from Krishna. Okay, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about Indonesian souvenir culture. So in Indonesia, it is customary, if you visited Bali, to bring something back for all the friends that didn't get the privilege of going to visit Bali at all. So what you're supposed to do is you put a budget, generally no more than like a million rupiah, and you get your 30 friends something that each costs like 20 to 50,000 rupiah, like a package of peanuts or some cheap massage oil, or you know, a sort of engraved surfboard that says I heart Bali, some other tacky souvenir. I found my wife while souvenir hunting, but I didn't buy a cheap souvenir. I got her. I didn't pay for her though. Wait, did I? No. What? I forgot. I don't think there was any money involved in that. I did buy dinner though. I know. What would you be worth if you were for sale? Mommy said priceless. We'll do some deductions from all your mistakes and some even bigger deductions for all my mistakes, and we'll probably work out a pretty practical price. All right, anyway, now we need, yes, life philosophy. It's okay to grow because of mistakes. Now, facing forward, we're in Kuta. Kuta, these are a string of, I don't get these guys. These guys have been selling the same junk for 20 years, and they just sell the tote bags and the woven baskets, and I guess somebody must keep on buying them because they keep on selling them. All right, I hear some music. Bali! All right, this is a Balinese performance right over there. But we're not going to see a Balinese performance. We're going to get Indian food. Let's go. Downtown Kuta, or as downtown as Kuta can get. Downtown Kuta is basically owned by big businessmen, mostly men and matriarchs from Jakarta. They take a lot of their hard-earned money. I'm not sure if it's hard-earned. Yeah, I suppose, you know, it must have been not easy to get it organized in the beginning. Yes, we need to watch out for the Indian restaurant. And they invest in land in Kuta because Kuta is very, very reliable tourism, even though Kuta has certainly seen better days. Pure vegetarian Indian food. All right, getting stuck behind this van is not my style. No, it's a fake bluebird, Katie K. It's fake. Hello, look, there are some tourists crossing the street. Ah! That's a real bluebird. That is a bluebird. This is a fake bluebird. Did the tourists scream and look like total tools? No. I did. Okay, good. Money changers. Rows and rows of ATM to spend cash for illicit purposes, such as buying drugs, prostitutes, and other... Wait, this doesn't go in the vlog? How do I know that? No. That's not why people need so many ATMs. I'm sorry. Delete. Forget to delete. Okay, Discovery Mall. Discovery Mall is a big mall that's on one side Kuta and on the other side is the beach. It's looking pretty good these days. All right, we are going towards the airport right now, and Kuta looks rather lively. Rather lively, I would say. Oh, there's a good gelato shore. Man, I see a lot of Indians walking around. Hindustan, Maha Hindustan. Maha Hindustan!
What is this guy talking about?
Maha Hindustan means Indonesia Raya. Kind of, but for Indians. It means India's great. India! Wait, Katie K, you have a speaking role now in the vlog. Oh, Katie K, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to reposition camera, and you can speak now. Speak! Speak!
Bikers.
Crackers. What?
Bikers.
Where are the bikers?
Missed one.
I think we can park here and go off on foot now. This looks like parking space.
It was nothing like parking. I'm going to do it. Hi, horsey.
Bye, horsey. Okay, it's one of these restaurants. I think it's Darbar. All right, how to be a gangster. Park in dark alley, such as this alley right here. Activate motorbike. It's so nasty. I don't want to put my feet in the trash. Activate child. You might want to bring your helmet. Otherwise, somebody might how to be gangster you and steal your helmet. Bring your helmet.
Why would anyone...
All right, we have deployed on the streets of Kuta, where degenerates abound. Hello, how you guys doing? Awesome. Well, I have a few. You can check this one out though. On YouTube, almost as good as TV. No, I just came on a bike. This guy's asking me for transport. I just came off on a bike. Now, this has gone from being Kuta to like Little Delhi. So, what do we find here in so-called Little Delhi? We find Bollywood. We find dabba 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 dabba. Okay, and it smells like air pollution here, which is another reason why it reminds me of Delhi. Okay, 100% Indian vegetarian. But I'm not really sure that means I want to eat that. What I really want is, I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna have to rely on my wife. Hello, mister. How's it going? Hey, look at you. You, what are you doing? Where's your helmet? Where'd you put it?
In the jock.
In the jock. Look at this. Look at all these crazy people riding around. Oh my God. Okay, maybe we should ask these people where they're. Excuse me. How do you know if there's a good Indian restaurant here? Do you know if how would you know if you're gonna, can you tell from the outside if it's gonna be a good Indian restaurant?
The good one is you are looking at the Darbar one and the Queen's one.
Darbar one, yeah?
Even the Bollywood masalas are good.
Okay, Darbar.
I've been there everywhere.
I have not been here before. This is my
I've
first.
been-
Oh, you've been all. Oh, which one's your favorite?
The favorite is the Darbar one.
They're all good, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go to Darbar. Okay, let's go to Darbar. We'll trust this guy, yeah? He told us to go this way, so we go. Watch, it's the owner. That'd be funny. Come to my restaurant. Okay. I have this channel. It's called Bali Business Review. Yeah, yeah. But this is for my comedy. This is more for. I have another channel called Bukit Vista. That's where we do this thing called Jalan Jalan. So Jalan Jalan means to just walk down the street and. Exactly. You know Bahasa Indonesia?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. See you. Yeah. All right. Let's go try Darbar. Wait, I don't get it. I don't want vegetarian food. What? But okay. What? I'm confused. All right. Wow, this looks civilized. Okay. Push. Open. Inside. Ooh, nice and chilly. Hello. Is there non-vegetarian here too?
This is
Only vegetarian.
What is it?
Only vegetarian.
Non-veg?
No meat. So no meat.
Upstairs non-veg.
Oh, upstairs non-veg.
Yes.
Same restaurant.
Yes, run different.
What? That's so strange. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go upstairs then. Okay. All right. So apparently upstairs they have non-vegetarian. Downstairs they have vegetarian. I totally do not understand. Okay, but there must be a good reason. Do you understand what's going on here? So we're going upstairs then, yeah? All right. They have to separate the kitchens. Okay, double. All right, upstairs, roof, lounge, over, kitchen, dining space, float, push. Ah, yes, cold room. I heard this is the non-vegetarian.
Very good place, vegetarian food.
Tell us again. Do that again.
This place is vegetarian, all veg, very good place, very good food.
Is this your restaurant?
Yes, my friend restaurant.
Oh, okay. Okay, fantastic. That was the best ever. Great content. Okay. Yeah? I'm sure it's very good. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's actually non-veg. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's jump in then. All right. Let's jump. Okay. So that was pretty intense. When you come in here, the owners get like, hey. They ask immediately about the channel, but I'm not really sure which channel to put this in on. I mean, there's so many right now. So it's like, should I put it under Bukit Vista? It's Jalan Jalan on Bukit Vista, right? It's Jalan Jalan. I could put it on the Jing Yang one. I can't decide. I'm all very confused. I don't know which side to do it. So, but I get a feeling the food's gonna be good. You get the feeling the food's gonna be good when you see people confident ordering big items. And here's some plates. All right. Booyah! First item has arrived. Yes. I moved my hand and it moves to where the food is. This face tracking thing is just really annoying. But what you should say is so the way pani puri works is you dip it into the sauce.
No, we'll have a spoon with the sauce and then put it in the pani puri.
Wrong. The way my pani puri works is I'm gonna take this thing. This is a perfect pani puri. And I'm gonna dip it in the tamarind sauce here. Wow.
And this for the chutney.
Pretty impeccable. Okay.
This looks yum.
All right, I totally forgot what this is, but it smells like chicken that's been really garlicky roasted. Wow. It's super rich because it's got it's shish kebab.
Satay.
Yeah, so very rich. All right, I have to admit, this does not suck. This is actually pretty good. Here, let's try a little bit of this onion sort of bit here. Interesting. The onion part, not so great, but the chicken, it's unimpeachable. Mango lassi's here. Okay, thank you. Yeah, all right. Now, this is chicken shish kebab, but it looks like satay lilit, right? Yeah, kind of tastes like satay lilit. It's a little bit dry, not very flavorful. So far, I think you make better Indian food. Okay, it's probably good Indian food for,
Yours?
Rogan Josh.
Yes.
I did. We need to, Oh yes, Rogan Josh is this. This is Rogan Josh. Rogan Josh is a stew curry with ginger and I think lamb. Hey, KDK, you're gonna focus on eating some of this food and the pani puri. All right, we got some really good garlic naan bread. It's so good. Okay, it's very crispy. KDK, you take that. No, you dip it in the thing. Okay, dip and eat. Dip and enjoy. Dip, dip, baby dip, dip, baby dip, dip, baby dip, bit, baby dip. Now slide, now slide. Now slide, now slide. Nope. Was it good? All right, cool.
I'm good.
So let's do this. Garlicky roti. Break up. This bread already feels pretty good. It's pretty on point. Dip it into the Rogan Josh. Rogan Josh, not Joe Rogan. Oh wow.
What's this?
All right, this is what they're good at. This is what they're very good at.
The roti?
Unimpeachable. It is unimpeachable. This chicken shish kebab, don't order this one. This one's kind of dry. I'll still eat it. It has cardamom. It's really strong cardamom flavor, right? Nice. The most honest reaction ever. Kind of a cardamom flavor. I don't think if you're not used to eating cardamom, you probably won't like it.
If you don't like.
But I kind of dig it. More of this roti. Roti naan. This naan is very good. It's very fluffy, garlicky, and the magic moment is when you take this naan and you dip it into the Rogan Josh and you get it all savory. You get it all savory like that.
Rogan Josh.
It's actually pretty good. All right, I'm gonna finish the rest of this food. We'll turn the camera off just for a moment. I'll turn it back on when we're making some progress. So that was the cost of it. Let's take care. All right, dinner was okay, but this is pretty awesome. Yeah? Should we go? Yeah? Okay. Good. Wow. It was wild. We just got, oh wow, electric scooters. There you go. Wow, this is like such, yeah, this is like a little deli, really. The energy here is really, yeah, it's different, right? It's like electric. There's so much, like we just got pulled into that orbit. Jalan. Okay, that was pure jalan. All right, do you want to walk around? Well, what happened here? It looks empty. All right, crossing the street, trying not to get killed, crossing the street here. Anyway, oh, what you got? More Indian food. Hello, junk. So much stuff. All right. That part of Jalan is always fun. Just not really know. I can't believe, oh my God, look at this smart move. Oops, that is not so smart. Ooh. I found the key. They're just sitting in the bike. Good thing there's an air tag on the bike. No, there's not. Okay, let's go. All right, back on the road again. Where's your helmet?
It's dropped.
That's okay, we're not going fast. Let's go. All right, taking some dark Kuta back roads here. Uh-oh, we need a camera readjustment. Let's tighten that up. Tighten screw 1, tighten screw 2. Okay.
Oh, did you just find it?
Not yet, but I will. All right, let's go. Wow, everything's Indian food here. Indian food all the way down into the deep alleys here. Looks like there's a repository parking here on the left for cars and vehicles that need a space. A person walking at night. Okay, let's see if we can turn left. Little India town, yeah, probably. What?
Yeah.
I'm confused. This looks like, what? Donde esta? All right, let's go for a little adventure. Go down a street we have never gone down before. I think this might go through. Hey, check it out. There's some young kids playing pool instead of studying for their SATs.
Halloween.
Oh, wow, what is this place? This is like,
It's a little village.
it is like a little village. Wait, I think we're inside of a village, huh, anybody? This is a hard village. Whoa, this is like little Java here. Wow, this is really called the most bare minimum construction quality. Okay, whoa. We've reached the hidden Kuta. Hello. Oh my God, what is this place? This is like one of those really poor areas of Java that, wow, it is like the cost to build per square meter here is pretty minimal.
That's a dead end.
Do you think it's a dead end?
No.
Let's ask. Halo, Ma, jalan tembus di sini. Dat tembus, ya? Okay. Buntu. Dead end. Okay. All right. Bye. Okay, kita balik. Okay. Sini balik. Hello. Hello there. Wow. Oh yeah.
Wrong way.
Okay. Wrong way. He knows that we don't belong here, but little does he know we're taking a random vlog. Hello. Hello, Mister. Apa kabar?
Baik, baik.
Okay. Kok orang mana tinggal di sini? Orang semua dari Jawa tinggal di sini ya?
Ya.
Oh wow. Okay. Apa namanya kampung ini?
Budak Sari.
Budasari. Okay, super bike. All right, Asi.
Yeah.
Pribadi. So we found a little strange place. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. This place doesn't have much, but they do have Wi-Fi and cable fiber optic internet. Isn't that funny? You don't find like running water, electricity, but you will find fiber internet here, which is always the essentials of life. All right, I see. Okay. All right, kids. That is the hidden part of Bali that a lot of people don't ever get to see. But we found it because we are jalan-jalan. These people are nice. I think they're very poor though. They're probably very poor here. And they're very nice too. People here are very kind. It's kind of funny how that is when I think you get people who are more poor being more nice. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, I saw a lady in a hijab, but she had, okay, anyway. So apparently a lot of people come over from Java to work in Bali. And so, construction workers and, sort of like, I don't know, people who probably do jobs that nobody really thinks about are real jobs. So anyway, we found it. We found a little hidden part of Kuta. But let's go back to the real part of Kuta. That was a real part of Kuta. Oh my God, that's like literally 1 block away from Tourism Central is like a little survival village there. Yeah, I know, it's right there. About half that place was trash, right back, kidding it? Like you could see inside that place that, yeah, it was about half that place was actually just, well, maybe, plastic and kind of detritus, sort of like, yeah, but I respect that. It's all good. People gotta live. We're lucky to have motorbikes. Now, we're back on the busy junction again. Super busy junction to the left, busy junction to the right. I'm gonna pull up here and get into this stream. All right, here we go. Bunch of shops selling junk that nobody needs on the left and on the right. Wait, that's not me. Wrong direction. Okay, here we go. Kuta. Look, it's a bunch of tourists. Hi, tourists. Hello. Here's some more tourists. Hello, tourists. Welcome to Bali. Okay, these people are probably not tourists. They look like they're locals. Oh, that's sad. There's a really nice band playing to nobody there. Speaking of strange, here's a furniture. What is going on here? Camera forward. No, I think this is a prop. Untuk acara. It looks like an event. Yep, every time something dies, it comes back again, babe. Because, that's right. And that's a real blueberry. I mean a bluebird, KDK. The young asli, the real ones.
Why do you think?
Because it's cleaner than a bluebird.
Blueberry.
Passing car 1, passing car 2, passing truck. All right, KDK. Man, there's a lot of Indian restaurants out here now. It's like, they must have like contracted with like Indian travel agents or something. Yeah, different culture, different.
Finally, something nice.
Yeah, this is not Indian. Yep, this is like, from what I understand, this is owned by the Ramayana Group. The Ramayana Group is a very powerful Chinese Balinese family like us. And, ooh, watch, look, it's a Balinese temple under construction. There's a Balinese temple under renovation. That's really cool. The whole thing is being repaired right now. Camera, forward. Kuta Square. This place is called Kuta Square. I remember now. Yesterday we passed by this, didn't know what it was called. It's called Kuta Square. Kuta Square used to be Yeah, this used to be downtown Bali, in fact. It was so busy, it was like crawling with people, up and down, up and down. Now it's just, you know, for the first day of June, it does not look that strong, actually. I would say, yeah, it looks kind of weak for the first day of June. Right, so Jamie Oliver's restaurant sucks. Jamie Oliver, I don't think, is a very inspirational chef. He's kind of like a chef for people who are very mild. I like a more spicy chef. Like, actually, Bourdain was my favorite chef. He was so spicy, he killed himself. That's the spiciest thing you can do. I think we talked about it already. This idea of like Bourdain maybe being a CIA spy, right? So Hard Rock, the Hard Rock Hotel on the right is an endless center of American culture and probably one of the few places you could get a hamburger back when I first came to Bali. But now you can get a hamburger everywhere, not so special. The thing that does make Hard Rock unique is its willingness to serve gigantic portions. American-sized portions. America, fool! All right, Kuta Beach on the left with the promenade. Loud music coming out of the streets. Couples walking down the street. Flapjacks. Flapjacks was a great place to get pancakes. Now it's just sort of like, hello, welcome to Bali. Let's say hello to people. Oh my God! I'm just kidding. They laughed. All right. Here, KDK, why don't you wave and smile at people and see if they smile back? Just go, hello, mister. Hello, mister. Hello. Say hello, mister.
Yeah, why did
They keep on showing. Yeah, hello. 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 Yay. Okay. Some people are like cautious. They're not sure. They're like, oh, should I say hi or not? Say hello. People always reflect what we do. If we stop and scream at them, they always do the same back. So it must mean they are following us. Hello. Transport. Transport. Hello, transport. Do you need a ride? I give cheap price. I give better price. Kasi discount. Yes. A bike giving another bike a ride. Yes. Hell yeah, man. Kuta has a lot of live music, but it's really quiet for the first day of June. Very quiet. Hello, parkir. Parkir is the parking attendants. They are charging for parking. Hello. What? That is a worthwhile discussion topic. Gudang is going out of business.
That what I saw.
Are you sure that's not fake news? Gudang Garam, for those of you kids that are not smoking, which you shouldn't know because you're not smoking, was, or is right now, to be confirmed if it was, is one of Indonesia's largest kretek manufacturers, which means that they sell clove cigarettes, which means that you get lung cancer twice as quickly than smoking regular cigarettes because of all the excessive tar. So you shouldn't smoke cigarettes, but if you do smoke cigarettes, you should die faster smoking cigarettes. No, you shouldn't smoke at all. You should vape. What? So my wife tells me that they're going out of business, but that would be almost like Gunung Agung collapsing or something. It would be a big event. Holy shit!
And then terancam gulung tikar.
Good. Gulung tikar means to roll up your business mat and go out of business.
Because of the pipe.
No, I think health killed cigarettes because nobody is dumb enough to keep on. Wait, fun fact, hold that there. KDK, spin the camera. Selfie cam. So show the camera your fact.
So basically they claim, based on Google, claim they are.
Yeah, they're basically closing up shop because it sucks. Oh well, great news. But in the meantime, some of the largest advertisers in Indonesia are still cigarette companies, like the one that we just passed. Cigarette companies are terrible, terrible for health. But here's a complicated topic. Why? Why are cigarettes so tolerated in Indonesia? And tax, yeah. So most Indonesians are never home when the tax man comes to knock on their door. They're just always never home. So it's hard to actually find reliable tax revenue when the people who are supposed to be paying tax aren't available. So why chase people for tax money when you can just get them addicted to tobacco and collect taxes on that? Smart, right? Hello, Bule! Ah! Bule is the word for foreigner. These are bules. Let's go talk to some bules. Maybe let's not talk to bules in the middle of a busy street, yeah? But I want to talk to some bules. I'll find a way to talk to the bule. This motorbike is a bule-seeking magnet now. You're going to help us find a bule, KDK? This is a bule. All right. Hello there, sir. How you doing? That bule walked away. We're going to have to find another one. Sometimes fishing for bules is a little bit like a sport. These are not bules. Yep, those are definitely not bules. This guy in front of me might be a bule. Hello, are you a bule? Are you a foreigner? Welcome to Bali. Bye-bye. He's driving with his helmet, unlike me. Wait, here's a bule. Hello, bule. Turn the camera to the side, KDK. We are filming the wildlife in Bali.
Wow. So
All right, we're gonna have to keep on looking for our boulets. This is not boulet. This looks like a local. Those are maybe boulet. Okay.
No, the girl one, yes.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. We're gonna stop and talk to a boulet, and we're gonna give them a microphone so that they can talk back to us. Wow, this street is remarkably empty, super empty. Yeah, I think everything's closing. Guling tikar is the word. Gulung tikar. Ah! It's hilarious watching the reactions of people. Everyone just does the same thing. They freak out when you freak out. That's a different situation. You're distracting me. I'm trying to hunt boulets. I'm a boulet hunter. A boulet hunter usually means a female who's looking for a foreign husband, right? Wait. A foreign husband looking for a local female? That's just called getting lucky, like me. Okay.
You met at a gift shop.
Yeah, I met her at a gift shop. I met this one at a gift shop.
And she is your wife.
She is my wife now. And who are you?
I'm a Dada.
Yeah, Data. You know, you're the boulet censor. You're gonna help me find a boulet, and we're gonna interview them. Oh my God! Driving through the streets of Kuta. Why is it so hard to find boulets? Maybe, no, these are not boulets. These are, like, maybe they're Asian boulets, like me. Maybe people should not be prejudiced and think Asians are not foreigners. I'm prejudiced against my own people. These are penjors. Yeah, we're gonna turn right. This boulet hunting has made me, these are probably boulets. Hello. Okay, they're going on the other way. Bye-bye.
The local side.
We need to get better at positioning. We have to get right in front of the boulet. Like here. Wait, maybe these guys. You think these are visitors? Wait, maybe we'll interview them. Maybe, KDK, you can interview these people. They look like they're travelers. Hi, are you guys tourists? Okay, hello. Okay, bye-bye. These people probably didn't speak English, or they just didn't want to talk to me because I look like a psycho. No, I'm not a psycho. I'm wearing a professional T-shirt, and I'm surrounded by 2 women. I am a Jing Yang sandwich. I have a piece of bread in the front, and that's KDK, the wife in the back, and that's I'm a sandwich. Jing Yang sandwich. Sorry, it's my horn. It's an irritation. Why do you think I do it? EACK. Okay, all right. Our odds of finding a boulet now are very, very slim because this direction is where things get more Indonesian. Okay, or more Balinese for that matter, because we're going towards Denpasar. Oh wow, that road looks perfect. Here's some commentary for you who are watching this YouTube channel about infrastructure in Indonesia. A lot of people complain that the infrastructure in Indonesia is getting worse. I actually have realized it's getting much, much better. Like, even, for example, that kampung back there, that like hamlet with all the really impoverished villagers, they had fiber internet. Does your ghetto have fiber internet? I don't think so. So that's something about how things are getting better. But the thing that never does get better is this. It's the tragedy of the commons. And you might ask, what the devil is the tragedy of the commons? For those of you without economics education, let me educate you while riding a motorbike in Bali without a helmet and with a child without a helmet, because clearly we are really well educated. So the tragedy of the commons is a phenomenon by which a shared resource, such as a highway over here, is overused until it's no longer functional for any of its users. Now, why does that happen? Tragedy of the commons happens because everybody is trying to get the benefit and nobody is caring about how to get the long-term give back, you could say, right? Now, that's not to say that Indonesian people don't know how to give back. There are very strong concepts such as gotong royong. What does gotong royong mean? Gotong royong. What does gotong royong mean?
You help each other without any cost.
You help each other without any cost. Uh-oh. Speaking of cost, just right now I don't know if you see this haze. You can definitely see that haze. Hazy, hazy. This is probably because some mofo out there is burning trash and giving me lung cancer. And plus all these people, lung cancers. In Indonesia, we don't have air filters. We have human lungs. Human lungs act as air filters and clean out the air. So the more you breathe, the cleaner the air gets for everyone else. That's reverse tragedy of the commons. Now, maybe let's start a conversation with a random person. Halo, mister. Halo, mister. Hey, apa kabar? Sudah lama? Oh, Gojek. Grab. 2 tahun. Okay, cool. This man has been driving for 2 years. That's my 2 tahun. Okay, cool. Bapak nian? Oh, halo Pak. Dari mana? Asalnya dari mana? Bali. Okay, Bali mana? Cool. Becek. Astungkara. Okay. All right, let's keep on going. All right, so now we are on Jalan Dewi Sri. Camera forward. Jalan Dewi Sri is a perfect example of how the Indonesian middle class hangs out. If you want to see what the Indonesian middle class are doing, if you're doing FMCG, that's fast moving consumer goods. Wait, that's FMCG. Sorry, I got the sequence wrong. If you want to know what the Indonesian middle class are doing, you come down to Jalan Dewi Sri and you can see what young Indonesians who are affluent are doing. So let's go and see what they do. Young Indonesians who are affluent eat traditional food, like bebek goreng, like mie ayam, like this one for nasi torong. Oh, karaoke! We're here. We forgot about karaoke. We finally remember. Is there time for karaoke? 1 hour of karaoke. My God, this is truly a random evening, right? We are here at family karaoke because not all karaoke places are family friendly, you know? Like that. What would you like to say?
Shy.
You don't like my sinister laugh?
No, I hate it. Yeah.
Sure. I have no fans. That's why I probably only have 1 subscriber on this show. Okay, anyway, I'll park the bike. And my goodness, the bike parking here is just really crowded. How do you park a bike? How do you park a bike in Indonesia? Let's see. Look for empty space. Empty space found on the left. That is called empty space. Turn bike left into empty space. Oh, leave key in ignition. No, don't leave the key in the ignition this time. That was a bad idea. Take key with you to new place. Okay. Unhinge the thing holding. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if you can see. All right, good enough. I was able to unclip. All right, this random adventure has brought us now to a family karaoke place. This is called Family Karaoke 04. 04, not sure what that has to do with anything. And it is in Jalan Dewi Sri. And true to form, we must be part of the young Indonesian middle class because that's why we're hanging out here. Let's see. There are some Japanese character. Japanese character. Welcome to 04. 04, Jing Yang-san. Enter into karaoke. Door magically opens. Float, float, float. Left, center, right, upstairs. Lots of karaoke. Ooh. Find karaoke partner who is a child. Hi, child. Do you want to sing some karaoke with us? Okay. Then look at cool lounge. Demo area. Demo area of karaoke. Ooh, bar. Oh, welcome drink. Go talk to wife. Wife. Oh, we're good. Ticket. Is this a karaoke ticket? Yes. We got the small room because we're small, I think. Okay. Hello? Yes. They need to check your bags to make sure you didn't bring a bomb or I don't know. All right. Elevator going down. Elevator going up. Can I just take the stairs? What stair level? Stairs. Walk. I usually try to take as many stairs as I can because I'm going to be a sad old fart and fat. But stair climbing makes me thin and beautiful. Yes, we will follow you, whichever way you like. I got the ticket. Oh wow, look at all these drinks.
Yang sebelah sini nggak bisa diambil Kak ya, karena.
What? Tak mengerti. No. Oh, it can't take that food. Oh, okay. I don't want the food. I want to sing. Oh, luchong! Look at these. This is beanbag chair 1, beanbag chair 2, beanbag chair 3. It's like, ooh, what? This is like a different way of hanging out, right? This is like a kid's room. I've never seen this before, man. Have you? It's a padded room. This is a room for crazy people.
I think so.
Okay, there's a packet.
Okay, kalau mau cari nama penyanyi.
Betul.
If you need a sticker.
Yes, okay.
No space.
Okay, no space.
Okay, if you need a song.
Right.
ABC.
Okay.
No space.
Birthday song. Birthday. It's your birthday. Huh?
Birthday song.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you can the title.
Hey, they don't have it. 2 Chainz.
Suara penyanyi aslinya masih kedengeran. Oh gitu. Tapi scroll ya.
Sayang爱你就像树爱的你，不管多风雨依着你，我想你像不留着这就要让你开心，我什么都这样。My exes live in Texas. Texas is a place I dearly love to be. But my exes live in Texas. That's why got in Tennessee. Rosanna's down in Texarkana, wanted me to push her broom. And sweet Eileen's in Abilene, she forgot I hung the moon. And Alliston's in Galveston somehow lost her sanity. And Dimples, who now lives in Temple's, got the law looking for me. All my exes live in Texas. Texas is a place I dearly love to be. But all my exes live in Texas, and that's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. 只怕我自己为爱上你，也许有天会情不自禁，想念自然自己苦了自己。爱上你是我心扉的意。Uh-oh, these guys are passed out. 难以望见，就等见你，一双女人的眼睛。There's probably no thing more natural than a Japanese person opening up a karaoke.